Hello, I'm Svana. Today I'm going to talk about practical aspects of Ukrainian technology. The advent of computers led to rapid advantages in the science of knowledge, making it easier to store, organize, and share information. Models of knowledge storage and transfer were developed, as well as methods of their use for various purposes, in particular the construction of artificial intelligence systems. This led to the emergence of terminology, the main source of lexical addition to modern languages. Terminology has long been used for the transmission and dissemination of knowledge, as it contains the most accurate and concentrated information from certain fields. The relevance of their work is determined by the fact that this study highlights the topic of practical aspects of the creation of Ukrainian terms, which is an important scientific and technical problem. The scientific novelty lies in the fact that the study standardizes the possible ways of information and tests knowledge with the help of data. The object of research is the terminology and term system of the modern Ukrainian language, and the subject of the research is ways of forming terms in the modern Ukrainian language. The aim of the study is to learn about various practical aspects of the formation of Ukrainian terms, research their history, study their characteristics and science of terms and term system, check the quality of knowledge with the help of linguistics. The purpose of our work necessitates the following practical tasks. Highlight the history of creation of Ukrainian terminology and its roots, investigate the linguistic factors that influence the creation of new terms in the national terminology system, determine the peculiarities of the structure of terms in the Ukrainian language, identify and analyze various methods and ways to emergence of new terms, investigate ways of formation of Ukrainian terms through the internal resources of the language, determine methods of formation of Ukrainian terms using foreign languages, practice the studied material with the help of replication. The theoretical significance of the work performed is that the analysis and research will become a productive source of information about Ukrainian technology for future generations. The practical significance of the completed work is that the selected examples of Ukrainian terms and the created tests will be useful for checking the assimilation of knowledge in educational activities. Terminology, which may also include non-linguistic elements such as formulas, codes, symbols, and graphics, is the main way in which facts, opinions, and other higher units of knowledge are presented and communicated. Terms are divided into general scientific terms, highly specialized terms, and cross-industry terms. General scientific terms are very common words that represent the names of objects, quantities, symbols, phenomena, and it can be used in everyday life, literature, official documents, and such terms are self-explanatory and do not have a particular meaning. For example, idea with stan, частка, analysis. Sometimes these words may not be very convenient to use because they are often very ambiguous and may have several interpretations. Highly specialized terms are words or phrases that express features or specificity of certain fields. For example, medicine, иммунитет, анестезия, реабилитация, кома. Cross-industry terms are a group of terms that are used in several related fields or even distant ones. For example, the word atom belongs to both the field of chemistry and the field of physics. Linguistics distinguish the following types of terms by structure. For example, simple terms, non-derived terms in which there is no motivated part in the synchronous part. Друга жила система. and derived words, terms in which motivated basis and verb-forming affixes are distinguished. For example, запобіжник, противага. Complex. You can name two main terms, composition of bases. For example, паротворення, водостійкість. Composite. Terms, phrases, for example, радіоактивний елемент, стала похибка. Symbol terms and semi-symbol terms, наприклад, вітамін А як концепція. Borrowings from foreign languages also make up a large part of term creation, but the main way in European languages is to use the internal resources. Using the internal resources in Ukrainian language is the first and main way of creating terms. The construction of terms often occurs with the help of derivation affixes. For example, the suffix "ist" is widely used for motivated adjectives, is the most productive suffix. For example, естетичність, раритетність, компактність. The suffixes ство is used for designation of the state features of a certain occupation of a person. For example, меценатство, волонтерство. Suffixes an, en, in, inня are used for designation of an action or process. For example, горіння, вивітрювання, вирубування. 40% of Ukrainian words are actually borrowed from other languages. For example, there are many borrowings from the Latin language in biological, philosophical, economical, technical, linguistics, and other spheres. For example, факт, дегустація, екзистенціалізм, депресія, експозиція, еволюція. The English words in political, food industry, sports, technical, clothing, fabric names, наприклад, фільм, лідер, бізнес, вельвет, ром, теніс, комфорт. Turkic languages, names of animals, birds, fish, plants, household items, military sphere, etc. For example, диван, чайка, сабля, хазяїн. Now I'm going to give you an example of test tasks for testing knowledge. So the first one is, what is terminology? A set of terms of a certain branch or field of science. B, a set of absolute words. C, a set of unambiguous words. Second question is, name the type of structure of the term водостійкість. A, folded. B, complex. C, simple. Third one is, the term accord is A, general scientific. B, highly specialized. C, interbranch. 4. Which of these suffixes can denote motivated adjectives? A, ir, or. B, an, and. C, is. 5. Which of these terms are borrowed from the Latin language? A, гудзик, коштувати пан. B, облігація, екскурсія, колекція. C, джаз, теніс, яхта. 6. Form adjectives from the term рідина using the suffix in. To sum up, this work is a relevant and significant analysis on practical methods of term formation, and selected examples of Ukrainian terms and created tests will be useful for testing knowledge and educational activities. Thank you for your attention.